Okay, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a foe. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me.
Hello, and welcome to the 2022 BKM Draft Order and Keeping Special. We will be breaking down each manager's keeper for the 2022 season and their draft position. Each year, the draft position is determined by how that manager finishes the season. Except for the champion, he has the power to move to any position he likes. So we will see what draft slot Jonathan chooses at the end of tonight's presentation and how it may shake up this year's draft. But first, Ryan Knapp, our 2013 BKM champion, won the 2022 first draft pick by winning the Petey Bowl. His keeper is Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers. And assuming Jonathan doesn't take his spot, we'll have the first overall pick in this year's draft. Rodgers has been a beast for Ryan for several seasons, but with Devontae Adams gone, he might just have to catch his own passes. The second pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to Luke Jackson, and he's no stranger to being second. He's finished in second place twice and is now moving on from Travis Gleese as his keeper and choosing consistent touchdown production from Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's hope with Jefferson he can be moving on up to the east side to that deluxe apartment in the skies. And with the third pick in the 2022 BKM draft, it goes to three-time BKM champion, Rob the Gun. His keeper last year was nothing short of marvelous. Dare I say, jamarvelous. Rob is rolling with Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, who I think will challenge Cooper Kupp for top receiver this season. With the fourth pick in the 2022 draft, it goes to our 2014 BKM champion, Dan Allen, who is keeping his brother from another mother, Josh Allen. It's going to be a great family reunion if the Bills offense can put up some big numbers this year and get Dan back into the playoffs. Next stop, Allentown. The fifth pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to Peter Kearns, who for the first time found himself outside of the playoffs last year due to King Henry going out with an injury. But as Rafiki told Simba in The Lion King, you can either run for your past or learn from it. We're not sure if Peter has learned anything this season, but he is running it back with Derrick Henry, running back for the Tennessee Titans. The sixth pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to two-time BKM champion, Sam Allen. Breaking up is hard to do, but all good things must come to an end, and Sam has had his heart broken one time too many with Christian McCaffrey. Sam has decided to give all his time and attention to someone who could return the favor with fantasy points, and is keeping Austin Eckler, running back for the Los Angeles Chargers. The seventh pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to two-time BKM champion and Commissioner Bill Knapp. He has had a lot of great players who are keeper worthy to choose from. Kyler, Hopkins, Adams. But he's going to go with Cincinnati Bengals running back Joe Mixon. Top 3 fantasy running back last season. It must be nice to have so many great players as options. Let's just hope he made the right choice and can finally make it back to the championship game. The 8th pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to Adam Luge, who actually made the playoffs last year, to John's dismay. Adam is looking forward to waking up every morning to a nice Cooper cup of coffee and seeing double-digit fantasy points from the number 1 receiver last year. But don't burn yourself. Those numbers are going to be hard to repeat. The 9th pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to 3-time BKM champion Jared Mostaller, who's excited to see the sequel of the movie, Herbie, Fully Loaded. Jared has his popcorn ready as he expects Justin Herbert, quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers, to put up red carpet type numbers this season. The 10th pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to 2-time BKM champion Ryan Witt. Does everybody know what time it is? Duel time! Da 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 da. And what better tool to use on your fantasy team than the number 1 running back, Indianapolis Colts, Jonathan Taylor? Many are saying he's a lock to get back to the playoffs with him on Brian's roster. But there are some who might just say, I don't think so, Tim. The 11th pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to our 2021 league champion, Jonathan Witt. He unleashed Trogdor on the league and basically said, burn, baby, burn. His keeper is Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. And with his rocket arm burning holes in people's playoff hopes, if he doesn't make it back to the championship game, we will all be saying, he didn't start the fire, it was always burning since the world's been turning. The 12th and last pick in the 2022 BKM draft goes to none other than our newest Petey, Sean Coletta. Let me just say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for not quitting. John, it's really good that you will be finding a home for the PD Trophy this year. I really hate to think about the trauma it might cause Dan's kids if he has to house the PD in his home one more time because someone else quit the league before taking the penalties. So good job on you for taking the penalties. He had Tom Brady last year, who was the top quarterback in the league. But it didn't seem to help as he finds himself in last place. What went wrong? Well, that's beyond my pay grade. And that's saying something, seeing that I'm not getting paid for this. But what can I say? He's going to run it back with Tom this season and hope for a better outcome. But you know what they say. Doing the same thing the same way again and again, expecting different results, is the very definition of insanity. I hope this doesn't mean that John has booked another trip to the PD Bowl and another year of finding somewhere in his home office to put the PD trophy. Now that our keepers are locked, let's head to Dallas, where our champion, Jonathan Witt, is ready to make his decision on where he will be drafting in the 2022 BKM draft.
Hey Pete, hello gentlemen. This season I'm going to let fate decide where I pick from, so I'm going to have a little putting challenge to find out how many times it takes me to hit a putt, and that's where I'll pick from, I guess. All right, here we go. Well, boys, I guess I'm taking spot number 5. So we will see you here in Albany in about a month or so. Oh, get out of here. Stop.
Okay, so there you go. Jonathan will be drafting in the 5th spot. That means Peter gets bumped to the 6th. Sam gets bumped to the 7th. Bill gets bumped to the 8th. Adam gets bumped to the 9th. Jared gets bumped to the 10th. Ryan gets bumped to the 11th. And of course, Sean remains in the 12th and final spot. Gentlemen, that is it. And I look forward to seeing each of you Saturday, September 3rd at Dave & Buster's for what's bound to be an epic draft. In the meantime, good night, good luck, live long and prosper, PD out.